All right, gamers. Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing great. I hope everyone's doing amazing, because I know I am. My name is Chad. I'm a motion designer, and I'm learning to draw every day just to prove to people that it is not that hard. Okay, so today, I really don't know what I want to do today. I'm kind of like aimless these days, because it's like I can do finished projects, I can do these faces right now and everything, so it's like we need to move, we need to move on. And maybe this is a good time to look into something that we can watch, together, like a course, So one thing I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna pick a reference. I'm gonna make it quick. I'm gonna draw some little thing, very fast, a quick sketch, and then we're going to pick an artist that we want to learn from. That's the plan for today. I actually was trying to. Oh, dude! If you see my setup right now, or the setup that I have next to me, I have this like wooden kind of like stand, and I connected it to a tripod, but the tripod is like long, and the tripod is like sideways. Actually, no, I want to do bodies. Body drawing reference. I'm hungry, low key. Boturix. Okay, give me something dynamic. Okay, this one's interesting. Whoa, is that a drawing? Oh, this pose is cool. Okay, I kind of lost the brush that we were using. I don't even know what it's called. Is it this one? I think it is. Alright, sweet. Never mind, we got it. Maybe I'll go with like a blue color this time. Blue is cool. Okay. Alright, so I want to do this fast. And also, like, one thing I noticed is that when I drew on my notebook, my drawings were kind of like fine. They looked decent, like, on the first go. And I kind of like noticed this more when it comes to portraits, when I draw them on with the tablets, like they come off kind of like asymmetric. So what I do is I fix them slowly with a liquify tool, and eventually I get it right. But I think I can get it. I can just like skip the freaking liquify tool step just by like fixing how my hand and how I'm sitting basically, or how the way I'm drawing. Because right now I have like the tablet right in front of me, and I don't know, I feel like this isn't the right way or the right position to do it. Granted, my desk is very small, so I don't really have that enough space to be like to move around, I'm barely moving like my whole arm. which is obviously a good practice. But I don't know, I positioned it like a little bit to the left right now. I'm gonna see how that's going to go. Yeah. It's already, like, there's a bit of, like, what I'm drawing on is like to the left, but I'm looking at it in the center, so it feels weird. Or maybe I'll get used to it. We'll see. I mean, we're trying things out. Okay. Nope. Keep it this way. Yeah. Is this a problem with being lefty? Like, I'm a lefty, and I feel like I encounter a lot of problems when it comes to being lefty, you know. Okay, this is straight ahead pose. Let's see. This head, the size of the head is almost this size, like from here to here, and this size is almost the same. So we can go off of that for the first half. Right, that's good. And I like how the horizon line feels like it's here, so we kind of like see this, and then we see this. I guess you don't understand that. You kind of like see this, right? And the horizon line is here, which is cool. Lefty living in a righty world, totally. Life is very hard for me, man. Like, I'm struggling over here. To be honest, I have kind of heard of how the designs of things can be based more in favor of righties. Interesting. As in the design, as in like, what's one instance? I mean, a lot. For example, I mean, I don't know if this is design, but I joined a kickboxing like club or something a few years back, and you know, because the positioning of the legs and of the arms is very different, is like important, like which arm to put out first, and so everybody is learning this way, and I have to just like calculate which arm I need to put, which arm I'm most comfortable with, you know. That's like, I think, like the most I've struggled with being a lefty. Oh, and in my there was like this photo that we need to take, and I believe I was like, what? I believe it was like our third year of studying. I know the system is different, but we had to take this photo. Like, we would sit on a desk, a book in front of us, and we would pretend as if like we're holding a pen and just like writing on the book, and we would look into the camera. It was kind of like stupid, but it's kind of like those final years photos, whatever, right? And then I remember like vividly how like I held the pen with the right hand, with the left hand, and the guy taking the photography guy, who was like, no, hold it with this, and I was like, it felt very uncomfortable just like holding a pen like this. I don't even know how people can just like hold their pen comfortably like this. Not like designing objects with lefties in mind, maybe. Yeah, that's cool. That's not cool at all. But it's interesting to be like, well, how many what's the percentage of lefties in the world? That's kind of like interesting to know. How many lefties are there in the world? About 10 to 12% of the world's population are left-handed, meaning roughly 800 million to over 900 million people prefer using their left hand, though estimates vary slightly, with studies suggesting figures from 9.3% to 18.1%, with a common consensus around 10% globally. This relevance can differ by country, blah 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 blah. Okay, I mean, yeah, that's quite a few people. Math symbols flying in front of face, good. Exactly, yeah, that's how it was. I didn't know you did fighting. I did it for like I think a month or two, and before that I did karate, and I got like to blue belt, I believe, and then I stopped. So I think this is interesting to note. Okay, so the breast is kind of like goes like here, right? So there's this kind of like area, this triangle, where like there's nothing basically. I don't know, there's muscle obviously. But we have this part, like which is this part, and then we have an inner part which is here, which, you know, combined makes up the armpit. You know, so that's cool. Not bad, not bad. It does feel like she's got like a big shoulder though. Okay, now the torso, or the waist. This is the torso, right? Reminds me like you were telling me about some mastery book that related to some martial arts. I think it's literally called Mastery. But did I give an example about martial arts? It's by Roberts Greene or Robert Greens. I don't know where the S is, but Robert Greene. Maybe just like Robert Greene. Okay, so how do we approach this? Like, I just want to know a proper way to approach this, and then I can go off. So maybe just like do like this. You know what's interesting? Today, I got reached out by a girl on Facebook, and she sent me like a friend request on Facebook. I don't really check my Facebook a lot, but sometimes I do because some of my friends are still there. I might have read it. Dude, you read through the whole thing? It's a big book. For a person who's not into reading, that's like a difficult read, I think. Just for the reason that it's big, not for the reason that it's like using difficult language or anything. What is going on with Photoshop, bruh? Come on, guy. You're not a tough guy, guy. So this girl, she sends me like a friend request, and I accept it, and then a couple of days later, like I said, because I don't check my Facebook, she goes like, hello, and for some context, I am actually the daughter of a teacher that taught you in like your first year of like studying ever, you know. You know, when you step into like high school, like the first year, I'm the daughter of like one of your teachers there, and I was like, damn, That is just like such a random thing to happen, like in the beginning of the year. We spoke a bit. She was nice. She was nice. She was funny too. And then she sent me like her mother's Facebook, and I sent her mother an invitation, and that's it. We haven't communicated yet. We haven't made contact. But you know what's kind of awkward now? I kind of erase everything that's kind of like old from my memory. So hopefully when we start speaking, I by then I get to remember what subject she taught me. Dude, what is wrong with this leg? It looks off. Daughter of a past teacher. Yeah, so random. And then it was like weird. I had to check. Like, I was like, literally, let me check. Like, where did I study when I was a kid? And then she confirmed it. And I was like, okay, you're cool. And she actually knew a girl that one of her friends is a girl that I studied with. And she named her. So I was like, yeah, you're cool. Because that's just so random. To be like, hello, I'm this and that. Zoned out in her class? No, I didn't. I'm sure I didn't. I was like the good kid when I was, in my high school. I was like the bright, good kid. Okay, legs are weird. Legs are weird to draw. How do I draw legs? Okay, let me not just care too much about the reference. Let me do my own thing. My own thing. Also, like, I need to preserve like the balance of the pose, because it's very easy to make her look off balance, which is false. Okay, this looks fine. It won't be the wrong thing, a wrong thing. It was some kind of self-help sort of book. It is, yeah. I remember in one part it like described ways of progressing in terms of like math graphs or something. Interesting. That's very cool. I read it for school. I think it was interesting to me. I mean, Robert Greene's books are pretty cool. Like he has like another book called 48 Laws of Power, and it's very interesting. I remember the book talked about Palladius. What's Palladius? Palladius, is that how it's said? In progress, among other things. You were the bright kid, I was the pale kid. What's the pale kid? Like, what's this? Is this like a stereotype? Like, the pale kid is supposed to behave a certain way? Okay, we're gonna keep that there. And then, watch this. It won't be the wrong thing, the wrong thing. It just won't be the wrong thing, the wrong thing. Nah. Come on, it's a line, damn it. Plateau. Is read like in French. Oh, un plateau. Un plateau. Yeah. Like a flat surface or a hill. Yeah. You improved, but then stopped improving, so the progress line flattens down. That's interesting. So So does it talk about like how you can go past, like ways to go past that plateau? Like maybe it's more of a feeling. You feel like you hit a plateau, but there are always more ways you can improve, or do you get to a certain point where you hit a plateau and then that's it? Because I remember, I think I read Think and Grow Rich. I think it did talk about like plateaus briefly, because it's not really its topic. Cause it would be the wrong thing. Okay, maybe I'll bring my tablet this way, see how that feels. Maybe I wasn't pale, but my friend asked if I was albino. Albino? What do you mean? You know how albino people look? They're very different. A fair bit wider? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're not even speaking about skin over here. They got white hair, they got white eyelashes. You know, what is your friend on about, bruh? I think it talked about how like some kind of mindset that can lead to a plateau. Interesting. Don't super remember it. Yeah, I think it's more about the mindset than actually, you know, objectively hitting a plateau. Because you can always discover new stuff. And this is something, dude, this is weird. Like, what am I doing? This is not working, I feel like. And this is something obviously I'm seeing more and more with drawing. Yeah, if I was albino, I think my hair would be a lot lighter. Yeah, straight up just white. So with drawing, I might feel like, oh, okay, like I feel better drawing faces now and everything. But then literally yesterday, I feel like my approach to drawing faces has changed. Just because like maybe I left it for a while and then I came back to it and it was changed. You know, so it's definitely, there's always improvement. There's always improvement. This looks weird. This gap is just too much. Albino eyelashes do be kind of fancy, totally. Yeah, honestly, yeah. It's very, like, would it be different just being them? You know, just because of how, like, different they are. I think it's just so cool to be an albino. Necromancer revises you 100 years later. You're an art god. Can you imagine, like, somebody like doing iteration after iteration and going over and over again for like 1,000 years? Been decomposing the whole time, but learning nonetheless. I mean, yeah, you're still processing it. Okay, this feels a bit better, I guess. I don't know. Ah, legs are weird, bruh. Okay, fine. You know what? And the thing is, like, I feel like women's legs need more attention just because of, like, the curves are just, like, a big part, right? Like, for a man, I can just, like, do this. And this is, like, the bulge, and then this, and there you go. Like, and I can make them very, very geometric, and then boom, there you go. Look at this. Look at these beautiful legs. You know. I know, amazing. And we can just like make his thighs like milkier. Let's go. Look at this. Or if I want to go like introduce a curve, then just like do this. You know. And that's it. That's all a man needs, bruh. And then for his butt, sure, let's do a butt like that. That's it. See? But then with a woman, I don't know. It's just like, then you would have this, and then you need to be swift a little bit with the, even though like, you know, you can, some artists do geometric, kind of like shape language. But then you have this. Oh, or maybe, okay, maybe like here, and then this goes here, you know, and this goes here. Oh, okay, hold on. I think we cooked. I think we just cooked. Wait, so, and I think, sure, we can introduce like this here. And this here, sure, we can have her like have big legs. That's okay. And then here, we go like, there's this, and then there's this, and then there's this. And then there's, yeah, okay, wait, hold on. This is not bad, is it? There might be a small risk of me being very mesmerized by certain genetics and putting very white or very black people on a pedestal. That's interesting. I think throughout me drawing, I think I've discovered that I have like a type of people, like girls with unique features. You know, and it's interesting. Actually, one of my friends at the co-working space, she pointed that out because I put like the things that I drew, I stuck them on the wall, and she was like, she has a very interesting nose, and I was like, yes, she does actually. And so noses that have like bridge, like the bridge is a bit not carved, like what's the word? Not a straight bridge, just like there's a bump. Like I kind of like that. Mosquito. Fuck you, mosquito. But no, it's not only about the bridge. It's more like I said, just like interesting features, I guess. Discovering your type through drawing, right? Isn't that crazy? Okay, I like this. Honestly, I like this. I don't know why I'm being very finicky with this one, but I like this. Okay, let's try to pick another pose. Or should we stop and try to look at like something that we can... I saw a really cool thing on Pinterest before where like unique likeness were kind of shown how they look like certain interesting dogs. I think I've seen that. Like, is it the thing where like dog owners look like their dogs for some weird reason? Man, Rick Erie. Oh, by the way, I discovered a new game that we can potentially play, and it's just like very fitting. Oh, YouTube is gone for me. Okay, you can check this out, Derpy. I don't know if it was dog owners, just profile drawings of 4 faces and next to them dog versions. Oh, that's interesting. No, I don't think I've seen that. Okay. Let's think. I want to think now what I want to do next, because now I'm drawing, you know, bodies. It's fun. Like I'm getting better. It's just like drawing the torso, drawing the half portion. But I feel like maybe we want to do more. So how do we want to approach that? I think the best thing to do is to pick a person to learn from. And I think the person we want to learn from is Sam. We're gonna, oh my god. Sam does art. No, not you. Where's Sam? There we go. Master Studies, yeah, it's been a while since we did it. I think Sam does art. I like his art. He probably does have some stuff about anatomy and stuff like that, so I think it's going to be interesting to check out. What is the dog doing though? Dude, did you check out the game? Check it out. It could be fun if like we gathered and started playing it. Okay, so I'm looking into Sam's Patreon, and we can find some like tutorials. If we can find tutorials that he shows and not just art, that would be cool. That would be cool. I haven't rendered properly in a while, so that might be a little bit uncomfortable for me. Bro, what is this? Derpy, what the f— what is going on with girl, bruh? And the dog. Is this like a new artist that's not actually a classical artist? And he's just like making these weird but very interesting paintings. I opened the game link, but I don't know what the game is like. It's basically it's making memes. Basically, it's like a Gartic Phone, but with memes. So you get a template and you add the caption to it, and then and then like 5 or 4 people would fill their captions, and then we would see them one by one, and then judge like each game, like is it good or is it bad, and then it has like a score. It's fun. It could be fun. Okay. So tutorials. Yeah, I think we're gonna start following Sanda's art. Gonna try the game. I think we need a couple more people. If like when we get like a few more people on the stream, we definitely should play Gartic Phone first of all, because last time I tried to play Gartic Phone, it was like an epic fail. So Gartic Phone is first, and then we can explore this one. Okay, so he does have tutorials. Okay, sweet. Skin tutorial part 2. Okay, skin tutorial part 1. Cool. Gesture and poses tutorial part 1. Gesture and poses tutorial part 2. Very nice. One hour, 20 minutes full render process. Yeesh. It's interesting, I never really sat down and finished a drawing in one sitting. That would be interesting if I get to do that. Both sheets? Cool. Okay. We can start following Sanda's art, definitely. Alright, I'm going to stop this one here, boys. I did try to go vertical for this stream, but then I remembered like my phone doesn't have access to YouTube after midnight. Not midnight, but after I think 8:30. So that kind of sucks. And then I tried to log in on the new phone, but then I wasn't able to because I have to make an Apple account, whatever. Just so yeah, I'll try to figure out a way to try to stream like a vertical sometimes. I think it would be nice. I'm hopeful that there's going to be more views on the streams when we go vertical, and we'll see. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for being here, Derpy. Alright, take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.